Hi everyone, I'm Judith Wilson, and this week's tip is one you may not have considered before. Have you ever thought, are you a morning person or an evening person? And I ask that because you may not have thought of your energy cycles. Now, in time management training, this is a key point. If we think about, I call them peaks and troughs. What are the peak periods that you have in the day and what are your trough periods? So say you're a morning person, yeehaw, you jump out of bed and you're great when you first get to work, you're doing lots of good stuff, and then perhaps you go down into a trough, you look at your watch, is it nearly lunchtime? And you sort of go slower into a trough period. Then after lunch, you may still be in the graveyard shift, troughing a little bit, and then perhaps you come up again between 3 and 5, you get lots done, and you're going like a Boeing, really working well. Now, those are called energy cycles, and we all have different energy cycles during the day. Most people have 2 peak periods, and most people have 2 trough periods. So if you're a bit slower in the morning and you need a few caffeines to ease your way into the day, then you may have a trough period before, say, 10:30, and then you may get into a peak period and go great from 10:30 to about 12:30, and then you may ease off again for lunchtime. So it's important that you know what your peak and trough periods are and then work with them rather than against them. Too many of us come in first thing in the morning and check email. Now that is crazy. If you're in a peak period, you don't want to be checking email first thing in the morning because you are wasting time where you could be doing something that's amazing. So yes, certainly you want to triage your email, looking at what's absolutely urgent and very vital, but the rest, things that need to be replied, can be replied in your trough period where you want your best creativity and things like that to be done in your peak period. So bottom line is know which 2 peak periods and which 2 trough periods you personally have a day. Talk to your other team members and ask them so that then you can schedule team meetings and say, when we all need to be together and really strategic and bring our A game with us, we all want to be meeting in a time where we're all really switched on and peaking. And when we just need to catch up and go through what everyone's got on the cards, we can do that in a trough period. So think about what yours are and think, are you really working with your peaks and troughs rather than trying to work against them and in an uphill battle? I know that will have been helpful to you, to your success. I'm Judith Wilson.